Okay, hello. Hope you're doing well. I just did a whole reaction for both of the teasers and it stopped recording like a second before I started the first one. So great. But yeah, today I wanted to react to kind of like the teasers that we have for Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the new series that is supposed to come out soon, I think. And the first thing why I'm reacting to this is because Percy Jackson and the Olympians was and is still one of my favorite series overall in any media. Um, so, and also at the same time, I don't really get remakes and reimaginations and stuff like that of basically and mostly of stories that are already kind of like that already have been told in a really good way, uh, which many people enjoy, and just remaking them, changing stuff like that, and um, yeah, it's a thing that I don't really understand why people are doing it. Um, and with that, I was also really skeptic about this whole thing, uh, and it doesn't. Because of that, it also doesn't really like make me excited for it, which is, I guess, sad, because it's supposed to, or it seems like it's supposed to be pretty good, because one of the um, pluses of this project, I guess, is that Rick Riordan is working on it as well. So because of that, it's supposed to be like better and more coherent, I guess, with the story. But of course, there are still gonna be like some changes, and if not, it's really just like this only the same story retold again, just in a different media. And for me, it doesn't really give something to it. Maybe it even takes something from it, because like when you're just reading it or listening to the story, you can kind of imagine all of the stuff maybe much grander than we can possibly um, show it like in imagery in with like the tech that we have. It can still get close or be like really amazing, but still there's nothing that really comes close to our own imagination. And at the same time, I would really much rather have like new stories that you can enjoy for the first time than like yeah, just like I've said, one and the same story uh, that is just being repeated, repeated, and repeated. But I wanted to react to the teaser already a bit earlier, like just a few maybe days, weeks after it came out, the first one, the first teaser, which it has already been like a year. Um, but back then I was already quite late for that one, and I have already seen it. Sadly, I have seen it right now too, because the recording stopped. Yeah, but there's already some stuff. Like in the first one, there was already one really nitpicky stuff for me, thing for me, that just really made me even more skeptic about it. But we can just start and watch it. I hope it's still gonna be recording. Yeah, it is good.
Look, I
And it
didn't
like
want to be a
it looks
half-blood.
nice, but this the script, the writing, the combination of the Greek and the Roman alphabet in a really weird mixed way is something that is annoying me a lot, because back in the day, like 2014, it was one of those like memes from the fandom, when people are just like, oh, I'm not like the other people. I really like I don't know, old languages and stuff, and therefore I'm using sometimes the Greek letters, and then they are just used completely wrongly. And then because I have studied Old Greek a little bit, I just read it automatically, so I don't see stables written on it at first. I just see like stables because of course this is not an E, this is a sigma, and at the same time it also really annoys me that like there's a capital sigma and then a minor letter B, like beta, uh, because like the capital beta would just look the same as like normal B for us. So I absolutely don't get this shot. It kind of like really annoys me, but it's like really nitpicky from me. The same thing is here with the archery sign. It could either be archer C, because this is again an S, this is a psi. Also, this H could be an eta in Greek, so an E, or yeah, in the Old Greek it would be an A sound. So like artse psi. You can read it like this. And the cabins, I think. You just have a P here, so like kebabs. Very nice. Let's go to some kebabs.
Being a half-blood.
Sorry, I mean that was something that I really like a year ago. I just started this teaser and was like, okay, I'm just gonna go into it open-minded, see what it has to show, and like this was the first thing I saw there, and I was like, okay, why? But yeah, that's just a really nitpicky thing from me, and like it's really just a small thing, but it annoys me a lot. So sorry for that long excursion.
Is dangerous. It's scary. Most of the time, it gets you killed. If you think you might be one of us, my advice...
Like the set, all of the stuff that they are, I guess, wearing. It's told pretty nicely. It's like really a teaser. I guess it makes you wanna see more, makes you excited for the story. If you aren't that skeptic as I am,
turn away while you still can. Believe whatever lie your mom...
Then this also feels really funny to me, that it's really just a bunch of kids playing like with old Greek armor, and yeah.
Her dad told you about your birth. Try to live a normal life. Because once you know what you are, you'll sense it too.
So this looks, I mean, it does look nice and at the same time a bit wanky, and like I don't really know. I was one thing I was thinking maybe is that in old Greece they did
they'll come.
They did kind of like some optic tricks with the architecture so that it doesn't look weird, so that it looks really nice. And I guess maybe it's here that they really just put normal pillars in there, like under no special angles or something like that, and that's why they kind of like all seem in the perspective to be how do you say it? Like not rectangular to the podium, that they all seem kind of like to be going in this direction, like into the middle, kind of like if I over exaggerate it, like this. Yes, it all seems to be going like into one point here somewhere in the middle, whilst the Greeks would just be putting them in, I think, like different angles, so that even if they are really really big, really high, when you are standing underneath it, it all just seems completely perfectly angular and uh, straight, I guess. So it's been quite weird.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah. So this one was the first one I've seen already like a while ago, and I am really torn on this one. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. But then we get this one, and in this one we got like a lot of the imagery and stuff, and like points of that are happening kind of like all over the story. So in a way it seems like the trailer is already telling us the whole story, but at the same time it's just really small snippets, and most of the people already know the story, and I guess if you don't know the story you don't really like either get much of the information. But nah, I don't know, feels like maybe there's too much, too far into the story shown here. But
My name is Percy Jackson. Am I a troubled kid? Yeah, you could say that. Bad grades, bullies.
I mean, if dyslexia looks like this to you, I'm really really sorry. I have only mild dyslexia, and it gets really really annoying, but
You could say that.
it's not this bad.
Bad grades, bullies, all the normal stuff. And then there's some stuff that's maybe not so normal.
Also, I mean, for me it's weird that like all of the people look quite different from what they looked like, what I was imagining them as, I guess. So it's also like something I'm like torn on, like that kind of like takes me from away from the story, I guess, because there's already been like
You saw
10
something.
years.
Something that no one else could see. The stories that I have told you about great gods and half-bloods, they are real.
And like some of the sets seem to me to be looking quite nice, and the others are kind of like really, I guess, weird, chunky maybe, or just really fake looking, I guess, like really set looking. So that's also like, I guess, a minus for me, but
Mrs. Jackson, things have changed. This is all developing a lot faster than we anticipated.
Grover, why is there half a goat in your pants?
So the important thing is not to panic.
Percy Jackson. We've been expecting you.
but I guess I have heard that like like the kids actors are supposed to be like really good. I mean the main character, the guy that is playing Percy, is it Walker Skull? I don't know. Yeah, he is in the past 2 years, I think, or so. He has played in quite a lot of stuff, a lot of movies, and I guess they probably are supposed to be like good, and they were chosen because they were kind of like reminding the producers a lot of the characters, and Rick Riordan as well. So that should make me like um, optimistic about it, but yeah, I don't know. However, I did like the choreography and just like the short.
The Master Bolt has been stolen. That is your quest.
Remember?
Yeah, and this is already like, I feel like it's quite far into the story.
What I taught you. You're gonna need to be brave now.
December 20th, okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Just edit. Oh, it's gonna be a 2-episode premiere. So I am going to check out the first episode at least, maybe the second one as well, but I'm not completely sold on it. Like, yeah, I'm really excited for other stories that Rick Riordan is going to bring us, I hope. Because like I think he's a good author, and you can like enjoy it even when you're older. And with some of the stories, I'm just like, okay, this for a kid, okay, kind of brutal, but yeah. But yes, this is my opinion on the Percy Jackson trailers, teasers, and if you have any comments, any opinions that might maybe like make me more optimistic about this whole project, I would love to hear them in the comments, and also just like in general your opinion, what you think about it, if you're excited for it, and so on. But with that, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and hope maybe if you are excited for it, I hope you're gonna be able to enjoy the series. And thank you again. Take care, and see you maybe with the next one. Bye.